One of those mornings where it's been windy out there. We had some strong wind gusts last night with the cold front. Now the cold front has passed on through and left us with wind and cold feeling air. It feels like it's in the lower to middle teens and even lower 20s. It is brutal out there compared to the lovely 60s we enjoyed yesterday. And here we go. It's staying breezy pretty much through the early afternoon before it starts to back off. Fire weather concerns today elevated, so don't do any outdoor burning with these kind of conditions. Careful operating anything that creates a spark. All right, well, we got plenty of water right there to put out a fire, but in Mystic today they have, of course, the Irish, I think it's the 20th annual Irish Parade. It's going to be chilly for it. It'll be bright, so you need the sunglasses and the winter jacket, but should be a good time. At least there's no rain to deal with today. That'll be a different story tomorrow. It's the cold we're dealing with and addressing for those temperatures feeling in the teens and 20s this morning, becoming 30s the feels like temperature this afternoon, and perhaps at a maximum getting up to that feels like temperature of about 40 degrees. But the actual thermometer readings, your high temperature 45 Woodbury, 41 Goshen, 46 in Windsor, 47 Glastonbury, 43 in Stores, Plainfield about 44. And then as we take a look at the feels like temperature, well, that's not the feels like temperature. This is the actual air temperature. You know, your thermometer is saying it's going to be a below average day. The normal high now on this March 23rd is 50 degrees. Well, we're bright. At least we have the sunshine. And then here come the clouds. Here comes the winds out of the south. And here comes some precipitation tomorrow morning initially in the form of snow, especially inland, for a few hours. And then we get that flip to rain, and then it's a steady rain through 10 o'clock, through 1 o'clock, and then finally starts to move on out. 4 o'clock, Western Connecticut, you're drying out. Take a couple of more hours for the eastern part of the state to dry on out. And in terms of the accumulation, it looks very light. And a lot of this would be grassy elevated surfaces where it's going to be cold enough for it to stick on those surfaces, mainly northwest, and then it gets washed away. So really not a big story. It's more of the rain that we got to deal with tomorrow. And it still will be breezy. And of course, it's going to be breezy, but at least we're dry and warmer for Tuesday. 50 degrees for the high. Wednesday, watching a system that could clip us with an isolated shower during the morning hours. Quiet weather Thursday. Another system Friday into Saturday could once again clip us. We'll be watching those features, and hopefully we get that warmer trend towards the end of the week, though models tend to flip-flop around. I did look at it earlier today, and it was like, oh, might have to lower that number, but I'm going to stay hopeful we don't have to. All right, that's your first alert forecast. We'll have more coming up.